Hi guys, yet again a new video. So today's topic is diet, and this diet is not only for everybody, but in specific people who have got thyroid, diabetes, sugar, BP, or people suffering from cardiac problem, has serious problem of paralysis. They are not able to stand, sit. So what do we do, right? So I do see a lot of people when they do training, suddenly they stop and they say, sir, my sister is having some problem, my father is having some problem, my mother is having some problem, my wife is having some problem, my children are not doing good in, So all these problems definitely are there for everyone's life. So what do we do? How do we overcome them? I tell you one nice example. So you have an exam. Easiest way to pass exam, sit and do prayers to God. God, please. I want to pass 100, 80, 70. No, pass me. Next year I will study. And do you think you will pass? You're lucky, yeah. If you pass, miracles happen. And well, I know about my teachers, they're very strict. So what do we do? Prep. Every day we have to study. And every day we study, and every day you do concentration and do prayers, then I'm sure it will work. So do you think when your parents, your sister, brother, your wife, your children are sick, you sit and do prayers, God will make them fit? No? Okay. I've seen people, while working in front of laptop, computer, they suddenly fall off from their chair. You know why? Because they're so much dedicated. Because they are sure that they want to do something in life. They study 8 hours, 10 hours. There are people who work more than 36 hours continuously. And they passed pretty big exams and they are earning very good. These are the repercussions. How do you overcome problems for your friends or your family? Again, sit and pray. It will not happen, right? So what I'm going to say, whether you yourself or anyone in your family is suffering from any kind of a problem, it's your responsibility to see that they become healthy. So what do you do? What do you do for them to become healthy? Is having some basic knowledge about diet. So let's discuss about diet. Before I want to discuss about diet, I also want to tell you about something. People who are thyroid or having BP or having some kind of virility, don't take it life as negative that you cannot overcome. I'm telling you, people who have serious cancer also, they cured it. Only one disease, that is AIDS, which there is no cure. Of course, that is, nature. But being very strict on your diet, you can cure diabetes, BP, anything. Even people who are bedridden, they will stand and walk. You have to have confidence that there are good doctors, there are good medicines which is going to help you out. But what is the use of having medicines when your diet is not correct? You have high BP, you take medicines, then you eat salt. You have sugar, you take medicines, then you eat sweets. So you have paralysis, doctor giving medicines, doing oil massage, everything. And again, you're eating same, full of carbs, full of fat. It's not going to work out, right? There is a saying, Rambhan, Tilismat, Zinda Tilismat. So, do you know what is Rambhan? Or how to overcome any kind of problem, any magic medicine. No, right? So I tell you, make your diet very strict. And for people who have thyroid, diabetes, also understand that life is a gifted by God and it has its own beauty. So if you are, there are species who are born with thyroid before birth, so like species, whether it's a girl or boy, that's not the species I'm talking about. There are species who are born with different gifts. So people who have hypothyroid, they are very aggressive, they can do a lot of activity very fast. And people who have low thyroid, they will not be able to do much activity, they will be very lazy. So species again, in terms of beauty of nature, if you take birds, there are species of eagle, crow, parrots, different birds. If you take monkeys, there are chimpanzees, monkeys, white monkeys. Dogs also, there are different species of dogs. So what is the species got to do with our diet, and what is that? It's got to do with people who are suffering from thyroid, diabetes, paralysis, stroke, cardiac problem. So you have to understand that it's been gifted by God that there are some things which you should not do and you still do it, you're done. So everybody wants to live for 100 years, but I say one day, one moment, if you are living healthy life, that's enough. Yeah. So how do you achieve the 100% of your health? Yeah. I tell you one interesting fact. Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? Is Mr. Universe for so many times. He had more than 40-50 surgeries for his mouth. Because he used to eat so much. Every teeth he got it repaired. So there are repercussions of any kind of thing. So it is not about eating food to build body, or it is not about eating food to become healthy, but it is understanding max behind food. Well, you can understand science also, but science is a lot of terms which will make you go dizzy. So I say max because you understand how many calories you need to eat. What is your BMI? I already discussed about BMI in my previous sessions. You can go back and check those videos. So what is the BMI got to do with people who have diabetes, thyroid, BP, cardiac problem? So BMI plays very important role where you can understand whether you need or your family members need a weight loss program or weight gain program, whether they have to eat more to the BMI or less to the BMI. So if my dad is suffering from serious sugar problem, if I make him eat 1000 calories or 2000 calories and not allowing him to eat sugar, it will make him fit. Well, if beauty of medicines are there, you're lucky. If that doesn't work, what do I do? So I understand my dad is 5'5", BMI should be with his height to weight ratio. If he is 5'5", he should be around 55. Okay, 2-3 kgs more also, is 58, 59. So, but if he is more than 70 kgs, 75 kgs, 80 kgs, then you understand he needs some kind of a diet which is less. So I'll see what my dad is eating in my breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. I calculate all of them and understand that is coming around 2500 calories. Well, what do I do? How do I understand what is the amount of calories he's supposed to eat? Then again I do Google and understand boss. As per his BMI with height to weight ratio, I understand he's only supposed to eat 1800 calories, which is a benchmark for everyone. I will make sure he eats that. But I say because he is overweight, I come down little more less and I make a diet plan around 1500 to 1600 calories. And I take care of him go very well, but still his sugar level doesn't show any difference. What do? I tell my dad, come, let's go to gym. Let's do some exercises. We will make weight lift, we'll make him, you know, do a lot of running on treadmill, making a lot of jumping on equipments, machines and all. Your father is tired and he'll say, you're rubbish, you're trying something on me, you are mad, dash dash. So what do I do is tell my dad, let's go for a small walk. Morning when you get up, I make him go for a walk. Not a 10 kilometers walk, 5 kilometers walk, a simple 1 kilometers walk. Come back, make him do some pranayama exercises, breathing exercises. Alright? Then no milk. Boss, early morning it will not happen. Right? There is no cow milk or buffalo milk. You get all milk in packets, so we are not sure what it is. So I'll give him, as far as I understand, it is a 100% miracle for everyone, whether it's a diabetes, thyroid, BP or anything, that your body has a very important organ called liver that's supposed to cleanse your body well. Whatever food you eat, it will cleanse and it will send it to the whole part of body through blood. So if that liver is not doing its function properly during a diabetes patient or a sugar patient or thyroid patient or paralysis patient or cardiac patient will recover, he will never recover. So early morning, what do I make him do? To clean his liver and to make sure early morning you all know that sugar levels are pretty high. So to keep your sugar levels less and cleanse his liver, I will make a black coffee. Well, black coffee does has a major science that it will cure your liver very well. You can do Google and check it out. 200% of European doctors and foreign doctors will say that. And so make him drink little coffee, black coffee, just half cup. I'll show you a video on that also. And then what do? Then give him a small breakfast. I'll make a healthy breakfast. Papa, I love you. I'll make a lot of apple, bananas, oranges, and I give him. Again, he's gone buy a lot of fruitless. Right? Fruits have a lot of fruitless. So he'll go for a toss. Whatever I've done, it's gone for a waste. So you should be very careful. Morning breakfast is good. More food which is fermented, like idli, dosa. These food are very much healthy. Not overeating, one dosa, two dosa, because fermented foods are always very good. Not roti, rice in the morning breakfast, because rice has a lot of carbs. Roti has a lot of protein. So I make a simple fermented food, dosa, idli, and then to digest, maybe I cannot afford apple, but yeah, you can give a banana and oranges. Well, he has sugar. Can he eat sweets? Well, definitely not sweets like from sweet shop, but sweets from fruits are okay because they help you digest food well. Whatever you are eating food, it needs sugar glucose to digest well. So a little fruits is okay just after his breakfast, not like 2 hours gap and then he eats fruits, because after you eat your breakfast, lunch, dinner, you should immediately, within a half an hour, you should eat any food. That will only reduce the fructose effort. Or you can eat anything side with your fruits. Then he's done with, I understand idli has around 200, 300 calories. Then very important thing is 1 egg. For people who are cardiac, they have to understand egg is something which is a miracle food. Like coffee, which I am saying, egg is also a very miracle food. And people who wants to play games, or who have a lot of interest in bodybuilding, have got very dedicated work hours that they want to do something in life. They want to do 8 hours, 10 hours shift. They have to eat at least 3 to 4 eggs in a day. Believe it or not, 8 hours is nothing. You can work for 16, 17 hours, provided you do exercise. So what is that after he has done with his breakfast? Then I make him go to office, and then I make sure I prepare a good tiffin box for him. So what box has to contain? Again, science. No, max. Why? 10% of fat, 30% of protein, 30% of carbs, 60% of protein makes 100. 60, 30, 10 makes 100. 10% of fat, 30% of carbs, 60% of protein. So how do I make a meal in a different box? Again, challenge. So what I suggest you is buy a weight machine and calculate cup of rice, how many grams you are putting. 100 grams of rice, 90 calories. How much carbs? Do Google. Again, take 2 chapatis, 100 grams, around 120, 130 calories. Protein is definitely more. Wheat base always has more. So again, Google. 1 egg, Zinda Dil Ismat, has a lot of protein. So it will cover 60%. I tried different proteins, but I understand this is very easy and cheap and very effective. And then I can't put sugar, sweet in a different box. I have to put something in fat. What do I do for putting fat? Again, challenge. Same. Put some fruits and make a good different box. And if you're a dedicated person, please do with a calories count, understand with the weight to calories ratio, and make a good lunch. That's done. So he will not come back to office till 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. He will finish his lunch by 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Then evening 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, what do we do? What's the challenge? Then I make a small, one more tiffin box. What do tiffin box contain? Well, tiffin box could be a simple poha, or vada, or any nice side dish. I would prepare a lot of grains, moong dal, something which I soak it, and I keep a moong dal for the evening snacks with little bit of leafies and chilies and pepper, salt. So that make a good dish, healthy dish. You can. A lot of people say, why not fruits? Yeah, eat fruits, but fruitless will be there. Try to eat fruits with chia seeds, or try to eat fruits with chaat or something good. Then I understand by evening he is coming from office, and then dinner. What do I do for my for dinner? So I understand. I have not given milk, curd, any of the dairy product from morning breakfast till evening snacks. And everybody knows dairy products are very important to make your bones strong. So I make a curd rice, give him milk, or make nice ghee, dal, and good rice, dal, roti with ghee and nice curd and milk before he goes to sleep. What is the problem if I give the milk and curd in the morning breakfast or lunch? Well, you all know curd is something which is fermented by milk. You put milk in a katori or cup and then add a little bit of curd, so it will become a ferment. All the bacteria will make it a hard thick. So if you eat anything in the morning, curd or milk, it will go inside your stomach. And after that, whatever you eat, whether it's a dal, whether it's a rice, whether it's a chapati, anything, the bacteria in your stomach will make all that thing fermented, and it becomes a saturated fat in your body. Very, very difficult to get yourself out of that fat. So what do? Again, curd is important. Bones are something which is very important in your body. What do you do? In the night, if you take milk and curd, the challenge is when you sleep, in your sleep, you lose a lot of calories. Whole day, whatever activities you're doing some or other calories burning activity. But it's the sleep which takes the most number of calories, and a sound sleep will burn good amount of calories. You need a lot of good energy, and by the time you wake up you'll feel very fresh. All right, so let's understand again. Black coffee is most important. A very small quantity, a cup, less than a cup, a half cup. So when you start doing the coffee, as you take a 1 cup and you put it in a boil, heat boil. So add 1 spoon of coffee. I do 2 rupees packet of black coffee, and then I put the whole 2 rupees packet in that one small cup and let it boil. So it will raise and start bubbling, and again it will come down. Then it becomes a concentrated coffee. That is good in the morning time. It controls your insulin levels, sugar levels. It cleanses your liver like a crazy. Right, and then never eat sweets alone. Eat sweets also, and also fruits alone. Right, try to make the meal always 10-30-60 ratio. Alright, and people who are suffering from thyroid, diabetes, sugar, all, take your medicines regularly. Understand your BMI, whether you have to do a weight loss program, whether you have to do a weight gain program. Don't do rigorous exercises. Keep in mind that 6 months to 1 year, I'm going to do only a beginners program. A beginners program which I always show it to you, whether it's a home or gym. You can do them with simple water bottles. And I'm sure coming time you will see the difference. Right? And do ask me any doubts in the comment box. I'm happy to help you out. Take care. Bye.